Hello everyone, today we will talk about the house of Guerlain, a house that I admire and enjoy, and I love a lot of their creations. If you're interested in this topic, please stay in. Welcome, I am Ruth Mejia and this is Ruth All Things Beauty. Here we talk about perfumes, books, skin and hair care, self-improvement and motivation. The topic of today is one that I enjoy very much. It's the House of Guerlain. It is a house, it's amongst of the older in the world. They have created many classic masterpieces that have passed the test of time, having over 100 years in production. And I think I am the type of person that I like to start from the beginning. So for me, in order to understand perfumery as is today, we need to understand the past, and one of the most iconic, important things in perfumery of the past and the present is the House of Guerlain. So I don't want nobody else after this video saying Guerlain is designer, because it's not. So let's start the fight, and you can do that in the comment. If it's the first time here, welcome, and please do not forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And if you like, please share and leave a comment. It may be a question, it may be something about a topic that you would like to discuss. Anything, say something. And then back to the topic. Guerlain is a French house. They specialize in perfume, skincare, cosmetics. And the first master perfumer of the house was Pierre-François Pascal Guerlain. The house was established in 1828, and he is the first Majesty perfumers acknowledged that gave a lot of fame, and that house has created perfumes for many royalty figures. That first one was called Cologne Imperial. But also in the second generation, we do have Aimé Guerlain, who created nothing less than Jicky in 1889. Jicky, it is very interesting perfume. This perfume, I love stories, and supposedly Aimé Guerlain went to study perfumery in London, and he fell in love with this girl, and he named this perfume for her. Who was she? Nobody knows. This perfume not only has passed the test of time, but also this bottle, as per the page where I checked the batch code, was done in 2001. And this perfume Jicky not only passed the test of time, but also it divided perfumery history in two. First of all, this is the first perfume called Perfume instead of eau de cologne. And second of all, this is the second perfume using synthetics altogether with natural ingredients. And also, this is the first real gender neutral perfume that is known. What else can I say? This is lavender heavy. This is amazing creation. I was reading an interview of Mr. Roger Dove, where he said he encountered somebody he loved that wore this perfume, and he had to save for a long time to be able to purchase this perfume. And it's this love for this fragrance that made him went through until what he is today. Another one that he loved was Mitsouko, and Diaghilev was inspired by that. That's another story for another moment. But if you really like to be into perfumery, if you are very curious, if you want to go a little deeper and know a little more, even if it's not to your liking, even if you will not wear it, even if you will not think about it, I strongly suggest you to at least try these classics that I'm talking today. And This is a very important, and this one do not smell outdated. It is very fresh, uplifting, amazing, elegant, classic. A wonderful, wonderful. This is something that deserves the title of masterpiece, and it's being still in production for a reason. Then, in the third generation, we do have Jacques Guerlain, and he created Bleue. Hopefully, Christophe, if you listen this, please let me know if my French is improving, because I've been practicing your recommendations. So Bleue was created in 1912 by Jacques Guerlain, still also in production, but this Jacques Guerlain also created Mitsouko in 1919 and Shalimar in 1925, and also Bold and Wheat in 1933. So he created some of the most important, relevant, most copied perfumes in the world. Back to Le Bleue. This is heavy on iris. It's very, very powdery. It's a perfume that is a little nostalgic. It is something that honestly I don't reach for it often, because I'm not a fan of too powdery in this kind of way, but it's a beautiful, beautiful perfume. It is my understanding that Le Bleue is the time of what is not yet in the morning and it's not night. It's like this time of the what is like 5 a.m. or 4 something a.m. and it's a wonderful, wonderful creation. Just not exactly my type. But I have also, this is a Strata perfume. Look how beautiful. This tiny wonder, it's amazing, and Straight I like better. It is more pricey, but I find you can really appreciate all the ingredients and all the elegance and all the everything of this. Then I will also speak about Mitsouko. This is also straight. I changed my regular bottle for this, and it's worth the change and the money. This is just phenomenal. So this is a chip and a fruity. It has a peach and oak moss, and this is potent, classic, wonderful. Again, many fragrances, including Jicky, one of the most famous from Mr. Roger Dove. It's inspired by this perfume. It also highly ranked in Luca Turin Perfume the Guy, and it's again passed the test of time for a reason. So Mitsouko, it's also created in a love story, and it was created based on a novel where a soldier fell in love with a Japanese woman. So it's about prejudice, racist, war, hope, love, transcending all the prejudices and all the things that are supposed to be right or wrong, especially back in the time. And I think they did something extraordinary. And I love stories, and I love. So this house has 3 perfumes that are named or created representing or trying to replicate his love story, which is great. So that being said, my other one is no other than Shalimar. Shalimar was created again by by Jacques Guerlain. This was created also by Jacques Guerlain in 1925. And this is a story about an Indian prince and his love, and the shape of the bottle resembles those gardens where that love was, This is a vanilla. This is Her Highness of. It has passed the test of time, also having over 100 years. I think not over 100. I'm lying. This is like 90 years, right? It was 1925. You know the numbers better, but this is not something I particularly wear. I have not yet I think somebody recommends me to try the perfume instead of this is the eau de toilette, but what I cannot deny is the quality, the beauty, the, the craftsmanship that was put into this perfume. It's very, very amazing. And for the price you can get it nowadays, believe me. There's many very, very expensive perfume that will not do as good as this one. Another one that I want to mention, I do not have the bottle because I sprayed forward, is Nahema. Nahema is a rose perfume, and it's also highly ranked by Luca Turin in his book, and it's just phenomenal. It is long lasting. It lets you, it plays with your sense of smell, because sometimes you perceive something and others you perceive something else. And I used to love it to layer other perfumes that underperform or were too beastly or too strong. And I think it's a perfume that deserves to be at least tried once in your journey with perfumes. That is Nahema. And now the Nahema was created by Jean-Paul Guerlain. Jean-Paul Guerlain is the last perfumer in the family. He is the one who created Nahema in 1979, but he also created Vetiver, Le Habit Rouge, and what else? And Heritage. So Jean-Paul Guerlain is the last perfumer. He was the in-house master perfumer until 1994, where the house was purchased by the group Louis Vuitton. But he was an advisor until 2002. Unfortunately, he was terminated in 2010 because he did racist comments on national television, and he was even condemned. Is that the right word? So it was a huge thing at that time. It brings me to this moment when everything that happened this year with the Black Lives Matter movement, and that's why even some things that happened at that moment I may not agree. I didn't stop doing business with a perfumery that has such a situation in terms of that, because I still use Guerlain and I know what happened with Mr. Jean-Paul. We're humans. We have the right to sometimes make mistakes. Sometimes we do say the wrong thing in the wrong moment, but who is perfect? Nobody is. So this is for now my take on this house. This is part 1. I will be doing another series, and this is part 1 of my Guerlain perfumes. And I think that will be for now. Thank you.